Hey guys, the J2NF just came out. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to show you guys how to overgrip them, as well as, just putting these little rubber bands to replace the stock one that it comes with, because it doesn't have a lot of color, it doesn't have a lot of pop, just kind of looks like the same. What we're using today are the Bodhi overgrips. I'll show the box here, the bag here. These are the Bodhi Pickleball Pro Tacs. You can get them in sizes of 3, 12, 30, and 60, depending on the color. My personal favorite color is the royal blue. They do note that the royal blue or the red may get on your hands, but it's easy enough to wash off. And to be honest, it's only really happened to me once. So I don't mind. I used to use the sky blue, but I just feel like the royal blue looks better. I'm also doing it for my wife. She likes lilac, and I'll be using the purple. I guess these are called rubber bands on here. So I'll just get started here. So first things first is I'm gonna remove the rubber bands from both of these. I'll put them aside in case I have a friend who buys one later and they lose theirs. I did an earlier video about this. I'm excited about this because this is Honolulu's first full foam paddle, or notched foam, I should say. I avoided the earlier one, the most recent one, the Plus series, because I didn't like the idea of them being consumables. So let's get started here. So when you get these overgrips, you take off this tape first gently. You'll use this to basically finish the grip. The thing about these grips is that they are double-sided. I highly recommend doing this on a flat, clean surface. I did an earlier video of doing this with the Carbon True Foam Genesis. Just a reminder, don't do this in a place where there's a lot of hair. So if you have pets or anything, try to go somewhere that you know is clean, that they don't really touch. Otherwise, these things are kind of sticky, so they might get on here and it'll just bug you. All right, so for this part where the white is showing, you need to just get the plastic off. It might take a few tries. Just be gentle with it. And then you just like this. All right. And then the other side, the red side, so it's much simpler. You just do this. There you go. So you're good. Okay. And basically for the white side, you use that and you start at the bottom here. And you just try to follow the pattern. It's okay if you mess up here because while this is sticky, it's not ultra sticky. So you can redo it if you need to. I always have to redo it a few times. So there's a number, while I'm doing this, there's a number of reasons that people will use Overgrip. For me personally, it's about having a consistent feel with all the different paddles I use, because I like to use a lot of different ones. So it's sticking there a little bit. It kind of sucks when you're going from paddle to paddle, the variances between each of them in terms of the grips, especially with some that are ribbed, like the Friday Fever, which is otherwise great. It helps just so it feels like it's one less thing you have to worry about. I think I'm gonna have, let's see how far I get here. I might have to redo this one. Let's see. The J2NF is a little bit of a smaller handle. That's why there's also a, oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to redo this. I'm realizing this as I'm going. Maybe not. No, I'm gonna have to redo it. Yeah. So some people, okay, while I'm unwinding this, I'll do some talking here. So for some people, they don't use all of the grip, and that's fine. Some people, they cut it early. Some people, they don't like it to have a lot of grip. It's really your preference. So you can cut early if you want to. I like to use all of it so I don't have to worry about doing any of that. And I just like it to be a certain girth. All right, okay, I think I'm on the right track here. All right. Hey, this is looking a lot better. So the reason why people overgrip, by the way, is in case they have sweaty hands, so they want to be able to not have the paddles slip out while they're playing. For some people, it's just a matter of having a consistent feel or adding, honestly, a little bit of color to these paddles because they tend to be a little bland. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better. Almost perfect. I like to have the lines like maybe half an inch between each of them. Okay, so I have this set right here. The next part is the Bodhi sticker here that finishes off the grip. Just be careful with this one. This one is super sticky and you can mess it up if you're not careful. So just do it gently like that. If it curls up, be careful. Okay, cool. All right. And then you just go here, start here, and then just go around the grip so that you basically seal it in. Okay. I also ordered these. You can also get this from Bodhi. It just says stay grippy. So let me just add this here. These come in a bunch of different colors. They're pretty inexpensive too. They're only about like $3 each. So you can order a bunch of these and not worry about breaking the bank. All right. Oh, this is looking good. All right, cool. So I finished it here. It looks good. Some people, their overgrips will sometimes go up to here. I personally don't like it having it that high. I think some people like it because they go for two-handed backhands. I'm typically more of a one-handed backhand guy, so I just like to have it end usually where the handle meets the rest of the paddle. All right, cool. So just adding a little bit of color. I mean, the J2NF, it's a very clean paddle, but it's a little closer on the black side here. So I just like to have it pop and just customize it because a lot of people will have the same paddle and you don't want to lose your paddle or get it confused with someone else's. Cool. And now I will do the same thing for my wife's paddle. I wanted to show you guys what this looks like from my perspective. So again, this is the completed paddle that I just did. This is my wife's paddle, rubber band, lilac grip, all from Bodhi, by the way. So let me take off the old rubber band, because again, a little bland. All right, I'll put that here for now. This comes in different colors, by the way. I have a lot of blue ones because I'm just a big royal blue fan. There's a pink one as a spare. So, okay, first things first. We're going to take this off. Be careful taking this one off. You're just going to pull it away from the overgrip. You're going to put to the side here. And then I'll just show this. Unspool this. All right. So what I'm planning to do here is, my goal is to get this plastic off here. So I'm going to do the harder side first. I need to find where the plastic, oh, where does the plastic start here? Is it different here? Let's see. Okay, let's do this side first. So this is the easier side to take it off because it comes right off from the red. I'm being a little bit careful here. I don't want the overgrip to stick, okay, to anything. And then I'm trying to discover where the plastic starts here, because it looks a little different than the royal blue. I think it's a little different on the lilac. So let me do this. I think I just need to take off this white part. Ooh, that was not it. Okay, that part's the sticky part. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think for this color, the plastic is already off, which is good. So I don't need to take off anything here. Okay, so I can just get started pretty much. Okay. So I'm doing this here. Again, I'm gonna start at the top. I'm just gonna go slowly through. Hopefully I don't make mistakes like I did with the royal blue one. Remember, this part is the one that sticks on, and then you're just gonna go like this. And you're gonna slowly make your way down. Nice. I heard a car honking outside. All right. And again, like I mentioned with the royal blue, you can use as much or as little overgrip as you want. I like to use the whole thing just because I'm used to the particular grip that it gives. It'll also depend too, like on the grip length. Elongated paddles tend to have a little bit more length. Okay, I might actually have to redo this because I think I'm short this time. No, I think I'm okay. I'm gonna need to redo this slightly. I just want to make sure I cover the entire paddle, so I need to be a little bit more aggressive about going down faster. Okay. All right, almost done. All right, so this is what it looks like. Nice and tacky. Okay. Then we're gonna get this one. Again, be careful with this one. You're gonna want to make sure that you don't get any of the sticker on the sticker side, otherwise it'll stick onto itself. So just do this. Okay. Then you find a starting point on the grip to seal it. And be a little firm with this one. There you go. Okay, good. And then I have the rubber band. You can use the original one if you want. A lot of people do. Oh, this one I did a better job, yeah. Also, I wouldn't worry about being too perfect about these because these grips don't last forever, but none of them really do. I mean, it really depends on, like, you know, if you sweat a lot, if you play a lot. I've found that I don't need to replace these too often, and they're the best feeling ones that I've ever used. But you may need to overgrip multiple times, so your mileage may vary. All right, there we go. So, 2 different paddles, one blue, one pink. Now me and my wife can clearly figure out whose paddle is whose without even needing to open these up. So it's great because then you do this, boom. We know what is what just by bringing it out of our bags. So cool, I hope that's helpful. Again, I should also mention that you can get tungsten tape. You can put it here to maintain hand speed, here for a little bit more power, and here to put a lot of power, but this increases the swing weight. So just be careful. There's a lot of different YouTube videos that talk about this, but I'm going to try the stock. If I do need to add a little bit more power, I'll probably add it at the throat or here, just so I don't increase the hand speed. If you're interested in buying Bodhi Overgrips or the rubber bands or tungsten, you can use code Marcelo15. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.